In this part of the team leadership orientation, we will go over what your leadership structure should look like and what your roles are. We will also go over how you can recognize your team and best give us feedback. The CWPA requires each team to have 3 people within their leadership. When selecting these leaders, think of the skills and assets each person brings to the table. Just because someone is great at water polo does not mean they are organized to do paperwork. And just because someone is great at paperwork doesn't mean they are looking forward to being outgoing and recruiting new members to the team. By moving away from titles such as president and vice president, we are able to better define the needs for each team. In order to best help you, we have broken these into 3 positions: administrator, recruiter, and coach. The administrator of the team is someone who is well organized, detail-oriented, and capable of meeting deadlines. They will be required to maintain positive relations between you and your unit, the CWPA, and your school, along with maintaining relationships with those in your division and community. Open communication with all these units allows for the smoothest season. They must fill out all club registration forms with your school. Every school has different requirements for their club teams. Be sure to be organized and learn what these procedures are. Manage travel requests, hotel bookings, and travel plans. We would hate for you to show up a weekend early to your tournament. Just like everything else in the world, you need to manage funds. The administrator will need to create and maintain a team budget. A great way to earn money is to fundraise. There are so many ways to do this. Be creative, establish team dues, reach out to alumni, hold events, sell merch, and much more. Before every season, we'll be hosting an annual conference call. Be sure to stay on top of social media to know when yours will be. During this conference call, we will discuss when and where your tournaments will be held. Make sure the participation form is submitted by your school's club supervisor on time. Without this, you won't be able to play. If your team is hosting a tournament, fill out the pool confirmation form and coordinate with the CWPA. The recruiter. This individual should be outgoing, social, and creative. Their primary duties include reaching out to places on and off campus to recruit current and incoming students, reaching out to local high schools to see if they're interested in attending your institution and joining your team, coordinate visits with incoming students, let them come join you for a practice or meet some of the future teammates. Be sure your team is on social media and updating regularly. This is a great way for people to discover and reach out to you. Organize team social events. It does not all have to be hard work. Make sure you're having fun and creating a good team culture. As the coach, this person should have a high knowledge of water polo, be a good leader, and be observant. This person may be an active player or someone not on the team. This person will help lead practices, observe and learn the strengths of your team. They should inspire your team to work hard. They should create a positive practice environment. At the end of the season, be sure to nominate for all conference teams as well as Player of the Week every week you compete. Be sure to use CWPA resources to help coach your team. Set and manage practice times and put together your rosters. Remember who you are representing as a leader. It is your job to create a safe and welcoming environment. You have the ability to impact many on your team, at your school, and in your community. It is your job to market your team the best you can. You want to be sure everyone who comes to your practices leave wanting to come back. A great way to do this is by making sure you learn everyone's name. Introduce new people to a few players that will work with them so they don't feel confused or alone. This is your community on campus. Make the most of it. Being a leader is a lot of work, but that doesn't mean you have to do it all by yourself. Identify future team leaders now. Encourage them and delegate responsibilities to them. The more they learn now, the more they will be prepared to take over in the future. Every team deserves to be recognized for their hard work. We have multiple opportunities for your coach to give that recognition to your team. They can nominate players for all conference team. At the end of the season, each coach will be asked to submit a ranking of your top 5 field players and best goalie. The CWPA will compile these and distribute ballots to each team. Using each team's rankings as a guide, your coach can vote for the all-conference team. Another fantastic way to recognize your team is to nominate a player of the week. Every week you play, you are eligible to nominate a player of the week. Do this by submitting the form on our website or emailing us at events@collegiatewaterpolo.org. Don't forget to include a picture. We know how hard athletes work in the water, but they deserve to be recognized for their work in the classroom as well. The CWPA recognizes each student athlete with a current cumulative GPA of 3.2 or higher. Be sure to send in your team's GPAs to has@collegiatewaterpolo.org. Your water polo journey does not have to end when you graduate, not for you or any of your teammates. There are countless opportunities to continue with water polo, from coaching, officiating, mentoring, donating, and more. If you're interested in learning more, reach out to membership@collegiatewaterpolo.org. To reiterate, we are here to help you be the most successful you can be. To help us do our jobs better, be sure to evaluate tournaments, referees, and your seasons. Send us your season highlights and photos, and be sure to follow our social media for the most up-to-date news and announcements. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. We want you to succeed.